You have one primary job, and that's it. Get people to trust you, find you credible, and therefore be willing to part with their money so that you can sell them the transformation, result, or outcome that they're looking for. But what happens when you're a beginner? You don't have any social proof. Maybe you don't have that credibility or that reputation just yet. Don't fret. It's totally okay. That's the entire premise of this video right here. How to get 1 to 5 testimonials without any existing audience or social proof. When should you get these testimonials? Well, if you are starting from scratch, if you have no previous experience in your niche, or if you're trying to validate a brand new offer or something that is maybe adjacent to whatever it is that you're already selling, prioritizing getting new testimonials or social proof or having a beta run, that's pretty much what it's called, an initial batch of clients who are going to be testing out and experiencing whatever it is that you're considering offering. That's when you want to focus on getting this batch of testimonials or segment of people who are going to tell you if things are in fact set up in a way that makes sense to whoever it is down the road that will end up paying you for this program, this offer, this niche, this outcome. Why do you need these testimonials? Well, case in point, fear of missing out, FOMO, is a very real thing. Social proof helps to sell your offer because it establishes and creates authority. It also allows you to talk directly to your market, people who are an ideal client that would likely buy from you, and get their feedback to validate that offer. Validate your offer. When I say this, usually what I mean is proof that somebody's willing to exchange money in order to achieve that outcome. To build momentum and confidence as well is another reason why testimonials are really important. These small wins will lead to big wins, and case in point, if you're a person who feels a little bit self-conscious regarding your sales process, having sales calls, things like that, it leads to certainty and positive or enhanced conviction when you are articulating your offer. So this is really a tangible reason when I say to build momentum and confidence, a tangible reason that speaks intangibly to why social proof is something you should prioritize, why you should be willing to do a free handful of value calls in exchange to get testimonials, especially if you are a beginner or this is a brand new offer that you are looking to prove is worth it to your market. Now, that said, it gives you the foundation for those initial clients. So there should be some version of a testimonial sprint. What I'm about to go through in just a bit, is the framework for that strategy of the 7-day testimonial sprint that you are more than welcome to go ahead and leverage, okay? So your goal during these first 7 days is to get roughly about 5 testimonials. You could do less, you could aim for 1 to 3, but I love aiming for slightly more than just 1 to 3 because these can be alternated. You can use them on different days. So like let's say you are marketing and posting content Monday through Friday, then you can rinse and repeat and alternate these, 1 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, and so forth. Of course, it should compound from there. You are not going to be doing value calls in exchange for a testimonial forever, but you get the idea. Now, these can be video, these can be screenshots, or they can be both. I have had a handful of clients as being a coach, having given this advice to people who have paid well over 4 figures to get this specific type of advice and enhance the delivery of their existing coaching or consulting product. You can also use a voice memo or an audio file. That's completely okay. All right. Don't get boxed in by like what is the vehicle or the method or something like that, and how fancy should it look. That would be you getting caught up in the minutia. It's irrelevant. Now, Part of the testimonial sprint is that you would likely offer 60 to 90 minute sessions. It really should not be in excess of that hour and a half. And you can follow the steps that I'm about to go through to get those testimonials immediately. Now, once you accomplish your goal, even if you are a beginner starting from scratch, I want to invite you to share that win inside of our free Get Clients community. My concept behind the Get Clients community is, quite frankly, there's a lot of courses and programs out there. I have been through my fair share. I've spent well over $20,000 of my own money that wasn't toward college or undergrad or whatever other type of degrees are out there. It was just simply courses and coaching programs. And I know that a lot of programs that exist out there, 1,000 to 5,000 or more, are really not worth the money. But I want to help kind of cut the noise and give you a platform and a community where you can share your wins, ask questions, and there's no strings attached. Obviously, if you're a person who comes into the community and you are somebody that we can help, yes, we might end up extending an invitation to have a conversation with you, but you have no obligation. You're not obligated to respond. You're not obligated to buy anything, of course, because we don't even know your situation fully. So with that said, again, I want to invite you absolutely, and anybody who you know that might benefit, you're more than welcome to invite them as well to the Get Clients community. Now, continuing on, how do you do these free value calls and get massive results? Well, this might seem like common sense, but you need to avoid being a generalist inside of these value sessions, okay? No fluff, no bullshit type of call. It must be absolutely focused on the other person. In an age where info product, coaching, consulting, you see a lot of people out there who are selling their $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 plus dollar programs, okay? And they don't want to give anything away for free. That's fine. Let them do that. That's cool. That is not how I operate. So I just don't want to advocate that you become part of that sea of noise of people who are afraid to give everything away. I am not part of that camp. I believe in giving value. So if you are genuinely inviting somebody to a call where they're going to get something, an outcome, even if it's just one primary outcome in exchange for, if it's valuable, in exchange for a testimonial, then you should absolutely hold up your end of the bargain. That is scrupulous, ethical. That's what makes sense, okay? Now, how do you do this? Well, you must have a no-brainer promise so that people feel stupid to say no. I didn't come up with this. Alex Hormozy is a person who recently has been coined with having said this phrase. It's inside of his book, $100 million offer. I definitely didn't come up with it, and I didn't do the research to validate if he is the person who came up with that phrase, but that's the concept or the goal that you are looking for here. So to do this, you must promise a specific primary tangible outcome. Okay, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to over-deliver during that call and also allow you to do some homework or some research on that one specific type of outcome so you know what you're talking about in the span of that 60 to 90-minute session. So you might be wondering now, well, shoot, what do I offer or what do I promise during that specific conversation? We have another video, $1 Million Offer Masterclass, that I want to invite you to go ahead and take a look at if you haven't already. If you have seen that video, then please go ahead and use the pain list that you created, okay? The pain list that you wrote down based on the issues and challenges that your market is facing right now. So from that list, you have issues. I'll use the example of, let's say you're a health and wellness coach and you are focused on personal training. And you help people, let's say, lose 10 to 15 pounds, for example, without giving up the food they love and without having to go to the gym every single day, for example. Now, in that scenario, if that is indeed the point or the outcome that you help people with, some of these pains or problems or challenges that are facing your ideal client, turn those from the pain list into a breakdown, line by line, of simple sentences in the way that they articulate these issues. I don't know what to shop for at the grocery store. I don't know what exercises to do. I don't have enough time, etc. And then from there, on the opposite side of this pain list, you need solution-oriented language, an outline of that same list mirrored, but instead from the positive angle. So the framework that you are using is taking the same sentence from the pain list, putting it in the solution list instead, and putting how to in front. How to find the right healthy foods to eat. How to work out 3 times a week, even if you're short on time. That sort of thing. Now, an example here, to expand on this, is if your ideal client's dream outcome is, in fact, to lose those 10 to 15 pounds, and they perhaps have this perception that, well, healthy food like kale and celery and insert whatever other healthy organic foods they perceive to be expensive are the main challenge, the thing that is the primary hurdle that they are faced with. So in your solution list, adding how to in front of that, it becomes how to buy healthy food for less than your current grocery bill. So moving forward from that, you should have in your pain list a minimum of no less than 10 pains or challenges that are being faced right now by your ideal client or ideal client avatar. So in the solution list, please add how to right now in front of all those problems that you've already written down. And then from that list, pick one promise, one option only, okay, to focus on during that free call so that your market is going to resonate with it the most. It's going to be the most valuable or helpful. And you also gain a lot more confidence around that one specific topic. You can definitely combine up to 2 promises or outcomes if you are very knowledgeable, you have expertise in this, and you feel super confident. Okay, no problem. But please understand that it may take a little bit longer for you to elaborate and expand on whatever that primary outcome is that is part of this call. Okay, now you having the free value call in order to personalize it, you can definitely frame it as a free value session to create a personalized grocery list to help that person lose weight with the healthy food that costs less than their current grocery bill. Another example, if let's say you're a business coach, would be a free value session to create a high ticket offer that is ready to sell once that call is over. Another alternative would be a free value session to, let's say you're a mindset coach perhaps, or you give people clarity and purpose to explore their purpose and authentic self and help them overcome procrastination or something along those lines. And you're giving them a step-by-step plan to achieve their goals in the next 90 days without being stopped by their limiting beliefs. Okay, so you get the idea. Now that you have in mind what you're going to offer in those free value calls, then next step is going to be, I need to invite people into that value call. So you have an option here for inbound requests during that 7-day sprint. You can post on, let's say, your feed, like on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter, in your stories on Facebook and or Instagram, announcing that you are offering this free value session, the promise, the outcome on your stories or your profile. And it might read something like this, which is a screenshot I've taken of what I posted on my own profile. Who wants a free session to create a strategy for, and then XYZ, whatever the outcome may be. In this case, the example is 10K per month coaching business. By the end, you'll be ready to sell and get clients. So from there, anybody who comments, likes it, definitely want to outreach and follow up with those who have engaged. Hey, Name, I saw you were interested in a free value session with me. The reason I'm doing this is because I've started my online business to solve X, whatever it is. That's the problem. I have, and then you need to select one. I have helped X number of people, or I've done this for years, or I've had a passion about this for X amount of time, and this is my first time going online. You should be transparent about whatever your circumstances are. So if this is the first time that you're doing this, definitely say that. Don't feel ashamed or uncomfortable doing that. People who are part of your inner circle are usually the ones who will cheerlead you the most, okay? Now, if this session is valuable to you So you wrap this up. If this session is valuable to you, all I ask in return is a genuine testimonial. Are you open to that? And then you can send a nice little emoji of you smiling or grinning or something like that with hearts. If their reply is yes, which it should be, then at that point, go ahead and coordinate a date and a time for a free value call. It's up to you if you want to send them your Calendly or Acuity Scheduling or whatever your scheduling or booking link looks like if you are using a software like that. If you're not, then just go ahead and figure it out. Google Calendar is completely free, and you can go ahead and coordinate and make sure the time zone is accurate, and you verify that they got a confirmation in their email. In the event that you are doing outbound requests during the sprint or outbound contact, that's not a problem. This also is a good method or framework. So you can reach out to people in Facebook groups of like-minded market or audience. Ideally, you are looking for the people who are posting already inside of that group. You can like and comment on their posts or reply to their comments if they're responding to somebody else. And then after that, add them as a friend and message them and follow up, okay? You want to message people as well from your personal network. So these are like family, friends, people who you used to work with before. But if people are not a fit, don't worry about it. It's fine. Take it one step further. Don't just accept, oh, okay, you're not interested, no problem. Don't stop there. Definitely ask them if they know somebody else who might be interested or could benefit that could be helped by X, whatever the problem is that you're overcoming. So an example of the message. For people who you found in these Facebook groups of like-minded individuals who are part of that niche or that audience, hey, name, I saw your post about X in the Facebook group. That's why I wanted to connect. I'm just starting my business in Y, and I'd love to give you a free value session about, and then insert the promise or the outcome for completely free, for absolutely free. If it turns out to be super valuable for you, all I'd ask is a genuine testimonial. Would you be interested? And then they're going to tell you yes or no. Another alternative is this one here. Hey, name, I have a crazy idea how you can solve whatever it is that they posted about in that Facebook group without having to pay for it. I'd love to give you a free value session in case you get a ton of value out of it. You can give me a genuine testimonial, but only if it really helps, of course. Now, if it's somebody that knows you, okay, so family, friends, people who you used to work with in the past, you can say, hey, and then if they have a nickname or maybe you call them bro or something like that, then that's what I mean when I say relationship label. I'm starting, and then it's up to you how you want to label it, a new venture, a new small business, a new coaching program, a new online learning business, and I would love your support or your help. Would you be open to having a short call together this week? I can share what I'm doing, and if it benefits you, I would love to give you some value for free. At the end, all I need is a genuine testimonial video so I know future customers will be happy. And there you have it, folks. It's really not that complicated. Definitely do not overthink this part.